Donald Trump made it understood that, okay, I'm in office now. All you guys, you don't need the white sheets anymore. You can come out. You can come out. And that's what we have now.
Yeah, racism in plain sight. They're not hiding anymore. They're not.
I'm from New York City. But let me make this statement. Now, I don't know if you heard, but they got 7 or 8 black HSBCUs on lockdown because of what happened to Charlie Kirk. Let me say something. Whatever happened to Charlie Kirk, I'm so very sorry, because nobody should lose their life because of their own opinions. Okay, now for them to have them 7 or 8 black colleges on lockdown, it says a lot about what America's about. People on the right are blaming black Americans. We had nothing to do with that. We had nothing to do with it. It was one of his own kind. I'm sorry that he got taken out the way he did, but black Americans not like that. We're not like that. He had it done from somebody on his own side.
Well, look, let me say this. I understand what you're saying, and you're right. But I will say this, and I think you'll agree with me on this. There are all sorts of different people that commit violence in this country. They're white, they're black. I don't care. I don't care what the color of your skin is. Yes, you're right. When it comes to this specific situation, it appears as though it was not somebody black who did this. But my point is, and I agree with you, and it's horrible, these universities that are being threatened because of the color of one's skin at these universities. It's horrible. But let's be honest, like, there are all sorts of different people and different colors of the crayon book that commit horrible, violent crimes, right? I think you would agree with that, right?
Yes, I do agree. But let me ask you something, Brian.
Yeah.
How many blacks do you know that has, over the past history, been charged with this kind of?
Well, first of all, let me be clear. I don't know. I don't hang around or know anybody personally that commits violent crimes. So I'll say that. But I'm
talking about you per se. I'm talking about the media. How many blacks reported to the media?
I will say this: Fox News, and I've talked about this. Fox News and right-wing entities seem to enjoy to show black people committing crimes on their networks 24/7, but they rarely show that January 6th footage, and they rarely show white supremacy and white supremacists committing crimes. There's a reason for that, okay? It's called racism, it's called bigotry, and all they care about is ratings, and I think a lot of people that watch their networks are bigots themselves, and they enjoy that. Again, to be fair on this, and from what I can tell, based on the evidence and what we've seen, undocumented immigrants, black people, or transgenders had nothing to do with the assassination and horrible murder of Charlie Kirk yesterday. Be very clear on that. And anybody who is putting out threats to these black universities out there is despicable, and it's disgusting, and it should be called out, because they had nothing to do with what took place yesterday.
Doesn't it show what's in their heart, though? When you talk about the MAGAs or the Turning Point America followers, and they immediately start attacking black colleges, and the reason they shut them down is because the threats were somewhat credible, and they're worried about a large-scale attack. And so doesn't it say something about what's in their heart, that they're taking this opportunity to start to attack colleges?
Or I'll even take it a step further, and you're right, sir, on the phone, but Curtis, it's not just these black colleges. You have right-wing media influencers like Laura Loomer and others that are blaming the entire left, half the country, for what happened to Charlie Kirk yesterday. Number one, they don't even know the name of the individual, or the political affiliation of the individual, or the motive of the individual or individuals that were responsible for this. And number two, I have named time and time again mass shootings in this country, and terrible. I mean, just a few months ago, State Representative Melissa Hortman, she was assassinated by a Trump supporter.
And her husband.
Trump said nothing about that in his press conference yesterday.
Nothing. Nothing. Or what about Democrat? What about Democrat Governor Josh Shapiro, whose home was targeted by a Trump supporter? You know, or as I mentioned, the Texas El Paso shooting in Walmart, where an individual who was a Trump supporter executed a bunch of brown people that was a Trump supporter because of the immigration rhetoric of Donald Trump. He put that in his manifesto. How about the man who sent pipe bombs to Joe Biden or Barack Obama? That wasn't a liberal, but they want to blame the left for all the political violence in this country. It's nonsense.
What I would also say, most people on the left are black and brown, and that's who they're going to aim. That's where they're going to aim their anger to, black and brown.
So, Curtis, do you think this is purely racist? Do you think that's really what's coming out and what's showing, and they no longer have to try to hide it?
Without a doubt, Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump made it made it understood that, okay, I'm in office now. All you guys, you don't need the white sheets anymore. You could come out. You can come out. And that's what we have now.
Yeah, racism in plain sight. They're not hiding anymore. They're not trying to hide it. They're actually quite proud of it.
No, listen, they was trying to hide it, but once Trump got in office the first time, okay, that's when they all started coming out.
Well, here's a question. Here's a question. If Donald Trump wants to give Charlie Kirk, now that he's gone, some sort of award.
Oh, he will.
Then why wouldn't you give an award to Democrat State Representative Melissa Hortman, who was executed? Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you give an award to somebody who lost their life because they were providing public service? Oh, yeah, by the way, Charlie Kirk wasn't an elected official. He was making millions of dollars with Turning Point USA, which, by the way, was his right. I'm not saying he was breaking any laws. And again, I'm not saying he deserved what happened to him yesterday. Obviously, he didn't.
No, he did. He's not deserving.
He was an influencer. That's it.
It was an influencer. It's a horrible tragedy. But if you're going to give an award to Charlie Kirk, then why don't you give an award to a politician who happens to be on the left that was murdered because she was a public servant? Curtis, I do appreciate your phone call, my friend.
Thanks, Curtis.
And it's good to hear from you.